Hey everybody, Big D here on Big D's Fig Farm. It's November 21st, and I've been doing a lot of cuttings, sales. So I everybody been asking, what do you have and how much do you have? So I thought I'm gonna try to do real quick a walkthrough so everybody can see what I'm talking about. All right. So I have Paradiso bronze. I could probably get 2 or 3 more cuttings off of that before I put it up for winter storage. That's a Colombo Nero. That's the only one I've got, so I'm not doing any cuttings from that. Juame Gran. I've cut him back pretty good there, but I have a second one here that I might top somewhere in there, maybe there, maybe there. But I can get a few more Juames, and I might even have a few of those already cut in the house. Black Madeira, I'm running low. What I do have, or what I'm going to have, are these thin ones. These thin guys here, but they probably still root. That's a Black Madeira KK. So I can get a few of those thinner ones there. This is Cordial. And if you've never heard of Cordial, it's a larger green fig. I got this from Bill at Off the Beaten Path. Pretty good fig. I liked it. You can check out the review on this channel. But I could get some off of that for somebody who wants to try that one. I don't have any more Floria. I might have 1 or 2 cut in the house, and that's it. Floria went quick. I have 2 small Stellas. I might be able to get 1 or 2, but that's about all. Colonel Littman. This is a Colonel Littman here, but it's also Colonel Littman in the ground over there. Now here's the thing with Colonel Littman. It's supposed to be an amazing fig, but I couldn't tell you because I've been growing it for, this will be 2nd winter in ground, and next summer will be the 3rd summer in ground, and I have yet to get a right fig. I started off with them a year before that in a pot, and I topped them, much like we do most of these when I'm trimming them, doing cuttings, about 18 run. And you don't cut those. You don't if you want to get figs, because they need this apical bud here to produce it the following year, or they're going to spend all their energy regrowing. So anyway, learn that. So I don't prune lines that I'm going to want to try to get figs off next year. So I won't prune all of them off of that. My Violet de Bordeaux, I've got a very small one in the ground. Can't even see it from here on the video. Back there by the Celeste. And this one again, lots of thin. It's a more of a bushy. It's a dwarf plant. But I could get some cuttings out of that. I can get a couple more thin, much like the Black Madeira, off of this Sister Madeline Green Greek. Can do some trimming up of that one a little bit more before we go to some winter storage. I got a couple of Italian 258s. I'm not going to trim any more on this one because this is going to be my backup. I got one in the ground over there, but I don't know how the winter's going to treat it, so we'll see. I could get a few more Kadotas, as you can see there from those runs. Some of them might be thin, but I can get some off of it. Not going to have any Figo Preto, not going to have any Texas Strawberry. Albacor de Molla Blanca, I could get a couple. Red Lebanese Becca, I can get a couple off of that. Cordial Blanc, I could get a couple. Smith, I have 1 in ground in this one, so I could still get, I don't know, 5 or 10 more Smith probably. Somewhere in that neighborhood. Green Nazareth, I have a couple Green Nazareth. But I'm not going to be able to get a ton of cuttings off of it. Just because they're both about that size, pretty small. All right. That is the Black Madeira here, but not KK, just Black Madeira or Madeira Island Black, whatever they call it. And not a lot of cuttings left there. All right, coming down around here, I've got LSU Scots Black. I could probably get a couple off of. Cherry Cordial's getting down. All I'm going to have left of Cherry Cordial here soon is just very thin one, the thin ones here that, I mean, they're thin, pencil thin. But if somebody wants to give it a whirl, we could work out something there. I have some Socorro Black. I could do a couple. Sucrette, I could do a couple. Desert King, I could do a couple. Negra de Agde, I could still do a couple. Plus, I have 1 in the ground out there in front of the shed, Negra de Agde. I got White Marsalis is what I bought, what I thought I traded. Actually, it was traded to me. I think it's really Tina. T-E-N-A, not White Marsalis, just because of leaf pattern and appearance of the figs, but I'm not even sure about that. Not very impressive, to be honest with you, in my opinion. I could get a couple maybe thinner, maybe petite Negras, which was phenomenal. I could get another Pellegrino or two off of that. Okay, and then my in-grounds, I can get pretty much, well, some of them, all you want. These are Lampeira Preta that I left out last winter here against the house, and they survived and grew. Lampeira Preta is a San Pedro fig, or whatever it is, the other one they call it. But basically, you may get Breba, but you won't get main crop without some pollination from the fig wasp, which we don't have around here. So there you go. This is LSU Purple. Grows like crazy. I can get all the LSU Purple you want. That's my in-ground Smith. So you can see I'm getting down to not having a whole lot left to be able to prune off of that one. Maybe I could get another 5 or so. Ronde Bordeaux, I can get plenty more off of that. That's my Italian 258. We'll see what winter does to it. This is Madeline de Deux Saisons. And so I could get some off of this one. Pretty prolific variety. It puts off quite a few figs. As you can see, there's still a lot of little ones still on it. But this is my white Madeira. I might be able to get a couple thinner ones, but I'm not going to play with that one a lot because I really like that one to grow. This is a Peter's Honey, so I can get Peter's Honey for sure. Ravin de Caus, I could get a few off of the Ravin de Caus here, but not a lot. I can give you all the Brooklyn white you want. I'm going to be pruning that anyway. I'm going to be going into the interior here and taking out some of the thicker trunks in the middle that I can't really pick the figs from anyway because I can't bend them down to pick them. So I'm going to be taking out like these thick boys here soon. And then of course when you cut those down, you get all the subsequent branches for cuttings. So I have tons and tons and tons of those. I'll probably burn a lot of them, to be honest with you, unless people contact me and want some. Same thing with Celeste. I'm going to prune my big Celeste quite a bit. So I have plenty of Celeste cuttings. I'll probably be doing some package deals for Celeste and Brooklyn White in quantity for those who might be interested. This is my Hog Island Higby variety here. I could get a few off of it for sure. Back there is Sweet Diana, which is another variant of Celeste, but compared to my old Celeste, Old Faithfuls, not even in the same universe as far as production, size of figs, etc., etc. I don't know if I even said this. This is Negra de Agde here, so I got quite a few I could get off of that. Still see lots of remaining figs that never ripened here on the branches. Good variety. This is an unknown Adriatic fig. Didn't put a single fig on last year. Spent the whole season, first season in ground. Spent the whole season kind of getting the roots established, I hope, and we'll see how the winter treats it. This one here is Azores Dark. I don't have a lot. I could get a couple off of Azores Dark. This is my Robert's Golden Rainbow. Hopefully it'll make it through the winter. It didn't last year. And then this here is G. Neri. I could get you some of those for those who are interested in that. Claim to fame that is they produces tennis ball size figs, supposedly. Another Peter's Honey. Chicago Hardy, which I got plenty. Chicago Hardy, great variety. Very, very hardy as it says. And Olympian, right there. Oh, and Teramo right there. So you can see my in-grounds. I still definitely got some cuttings if you're interested in any of those. That's Teramo. But all right, I want to give you a real quick walkthrough because everybody keeps saying, what do you have? And I'm like, well, I don't know in particular. I haven't cut them all. So these in-ground ones, I won't prune at all. These smaller ones, unless somebody wants a cutting. In other words, I just let it go natural. The big ones I'm pruning because I need to. Really, it's for me in picking and harvesting and so forth. But these smaller ones, I'll only cut cuttings if somebody wants them. All right. I know it's a long video, but this is the fall season. This is what we do. So if you're interested in any of that I walked around and said, all you got to do is email me at Pastor D, P-A-S-T-O-R-D for Big D, at SONRISE, sunrise.cc. Remember now, sunrise with an O, SONRISE.cc. That's my email at the church. So you can email me, tell me what you're interested in. I will get them, weigh them, tell you what the total would be, and then we can go from there. All right. Hey guys, have a great winter, and I'll be doing some videos throughout the winter as well. I'm getting ready to start really pruning these just so I can get them in my shed here very soon. All right, talk to you later.